Yeah, because of the parts what you provided, maybe so. It can be part issues, or it can be especially parts when you don't define right parts. Today I'll send that Maven project also to you guys so that we can easily configure it. Okay. Okay. And today our topic is page object model. So what is this page object model? If anyone asking you how you maintain a repository in Selenium, not only property file. So far we have seen property file is only one, right? But not only property file, using this POM, page object model also, we can maintain a repository. So this is one of the good approach. It's not a framework. Many people says framework. No, it's not a framework. It is a design pattern in which help you to maintain the code and code duplications, which is crucial thing in test automation. You can store all locators and respective methods in a separate class and call them from the test in which you want to use. Means you can create for every page. See that what the gave name page means module. For every module, you can have a separate class. In that separate class, we can maintain repository, means locators, plus we can store the methods also. Separately, we can store your method. So what's the benefit with that is, by doing this way, about the benefit we have, if any changes happens in the module, in any respect to module, no need to modify the entire code. We can directly go to respective page and we can modify it very easily without affecting your test cases. Okay, respective page we can easily modify. Instead of writing, say what, how do you feel when you write number of modules in one class here? It's very difficult to easy. I mean, it's very difficult to manage. It is difficult to understand. It's very difficult to reuse it also, right? If you maintain them separately, it will be easy. Anyone can reuse. Any modification happens, we can directly go to respective page class and we can modify accordingly. And using this POM, we can create two layers. One is your test script layer and application layer. Application layer means your methods, your modules. Test script means your driver script. So anything modification happens without modifying in test script, we can modify in application base very easily. But here, in other words, we can say this POM will behave like a object repository. Why? Because we are saving all locators at one particular page, right? Instead of property file, this is also one of the best approach to store your locators also. We'll see practically how you do. And POM, we can write POM in two ways. One is page object model with the page factory, page object model without page factory. What is this page factory means? Page factory is a built-in class which is designed for only page object purpose and which allows to store your elements also. Okay, it's designed purely only for POM concept, page factory class. We can write with page factory, without page factory, according to your business, but always go with page factory better. Advantage of this page object model is it increases code reusability 100%. Why? Because code to write with events of page written only once and we use in different test cases. Correct? Only one we write and we can keep on using for different people can use, anybody can reuse them for different test cases also. And one more is code maintainability is also very important. Any UI changes, we need to modify only respect to page class without affecting your test case, right? And it's more readable and easy to understand. And also from today, we can avoid find element. We can avoid find element also. Instead of find element, we use an invitations and WebDriver. This invitation is not test engine invitation, it's WebDriver. @ find by. Find by is similar to find element. Okay, find by, just define your locator name and define that locator value and store that into web element easily. So this is how we can manage. Let's see, for example, I'm planning for one project. I'm taking Orange HRM for this. Okay, 2-3 modules I'll take, 2 modules I'll take. One is for login, one for user creation, and one for logout. 3 test cases I'll take here. Okay, to write your POM, what you do first of all of you guys, we can write in Maven project or you can write in Java project, no restrictions. Okay, but I'm writing in Maven. Anywhere you can write. If Maven is not working, run via test engine, not a problem. Okay, but try that. Try Maven is important, please. So see that first. under this src main Java, just create one new package. Just give one package name here. Just give that package name as application layer. Okay. So what is the purpose of this application layer package means? Here we are supposed to store all your page classes, each and every page here. Okay. Finish off it. Under this page package, now what are the modules you are planning to work? You have to maintain them separately. Suppose login is one functionality, right? So maintain separately for this POM concept. Okay. How? That under this package, create one Java class. Don't select any main method. No need to select any main method. I can say my class name as login page. Login page. Don't select main method. Finish off it. Here, what I'm trying to do, first I'm defining object for WebDriver globally. Define object for WebDriver. Object called driver. And I'm going to write one constructor. All of you know, we discussed constructor already in Excel methods also. Constructor will be always useful for initializing your page object classes. When you want to initialize objects, the constructor will be very useful for us. So create your constructor in order to override your WebDriver methods. I told you constructor name and page class name should be same. Yes, I am writing access modifier as public. My class name is constructor here. Don't say class name. What is constructor name? And here I'm defining for what I want to override which object I want to override. WebDriver object driver. And how to override them is by using this keyword. This keyword. This is a keyword in a constructor which is used for overriding your method. Whenever we write more than one constructor, by using this keyword, we can override the objects also. So this dot object is driver is equal to for what you're overriding for WebDriver object driver. So when we write this constructor means all of you remember, if you want to access any WebDriver methods only use this constructor, otherwise not required. In a page class, what you're writing now, if this page class, if you are planning to access WebDriver methods, then only required, otherwise not required. Any validation you're doing, compulsory required this. Now, first we have to maintain object repository, means locators. How to maintain? By using @ find by control space bar. Look at that, find by. Find by is similar to find element. Find by is similar to find element, locating specific element. Find bys, find elements, collection. When you want to go with collection, we can go with find bys. When you want to go with any specific element, we go with find by. Here we are going with specific element. So for what you are locating here, for what you are storing, I'm storing first for username object, right? So @ so we can define with what you want. You can define name means name, export means export, anything you can define whatever you want. With what you want, identify the text box, define it. Immediately store the text box into web element. Store the text box into web element. I can say enter. I can say for my understanding, enter username. So what are the two more elements required for this?
Enter password and login.
Enter password and you want, yeah, enter password and enter login. Instead of enter, what we can say? Click login. Click login. This is repository. Immediately store that locators for each every element. Name is equal to. We can use any locator, but property file class, what I told you, if you go with XPath, all elements. Somebody mic, lot of. So all in POM concept advantages, we can define different locators accordingly. That's advantage we have. One with XPath, one with ID, one with CSS, anything you can define according to your business. And next element is password. Name is equal to password. And next element is for login button. Name is equal to login, or export also you can take, no problem. This is repository. Just only storing locators, that's it. If I want test that login functionality, there should be a method. Kada? Without method, there's no use. So here I am writing a method now. Public void. I'm writing void type method. Void. I can give my method name is verify login. Verify login. Okay, na? So all of you know, before class, what we're doing, we are saying driver dot find element. But here we have to give arguments. Two arguments required. Kada? String, one for username, comma, because we have to send data for this, right? In runtime, passport. What we are doing before class, we are saying driver dot find element by dot so on. So no need. What we do now, directly already username text box stored into which object? Enter username. You can use this keyword now. That's the best option. This dot. It can override. Yes, it can show you all override objects. Enter username dot send keys. What argument we should define here? Username. Understood? So that, yeah. So if anyone asking you how do you overcome find element, means we can overcome find element with help of @find by. @find by is belonging to not to test ng. Annotations are always, remember, all of you thinking that they are belonging to test ng. No, this annotation is belonging to WebDriver. Verify spelling. Next element. What is that next element? This dot. Enter password. Enter password dot. Again, send keys. Argument is password. Next one. This dot. Click login. Kada? Click login dot. Click. I want to use click method compulsory. Yeah. Now, for my observation, I want to suspend tool for few seconds. Thread dot sleep for about 5000 milliseconds. I want to validate something. So, for example, I'm storing 1 to string expected is equal to, you know very well, dash board in a URL, right? URL, when you enter valid username and valid password, how to get runtime? How to get your URL in runtime? Actual URL.
Current URL.
Yes. Actual is equal to driver dot get current URL. Now all of you, yeah, see why I'm using constructor meaning is the meaning of this constructor now it implies here, because if you're accessing this WebDriver methods, compulsory require a constructor to override to initialize them compulsory. That's the reason I'm using constructor there. Okay, na? How to validate that? If actual dot contains expected, then what you say here? Reporter dot log. You can say login success, comma true. Yes. Else. We can use for any framework, this POM. We can use for data-driven framework. Okay, we can use for any framework based on your requirement. Fail. And if else, that's what happens here. So add your superclass for this. Throws. Throwable. Yes. One page is ready. Perfectly ready under this package. Like that, under the same package, go on writing. If next method, next module is I want to take user module. Next, I want to go for creating one user. Okay. Once again, now one more module. So again, what you do again in Eclipse, go to this application layer package, create one more package here. Sorry, create one more Java class. No package. Yeah, class under that, and give here user creation page. No main method. Finish up. If you want to create user, first of all, you should know the navigation. First, I want click on admin. Suppose I want to do actions here. I want to perform actions on this. Action just mouse over చేసుకోవచ్చు కదా. For that, first, if you want to access any WebDriver related methods, compulsory we have to create a constructor. First, declare object for WebDriver driver. Okay, constructor public, and your class name should be same, constructor name should be same, string, sorry, what is that? Object for what? You're declaring object for WebDriver object driver. Okay, na? So this keyword override that, this dot driver is equal to driver. Okay, and if you want to use actions class, means compulsory globally let us declare object for actions also. Control space for actions AC object, declare it in a global itself in under class level. Now first define locators. So first thing is, when you are defining page object model, first we have to concentrate on defining locators anamata. Okay na? First store locators all for whatever elements. First I want to mouse over to admin, one element, come on,
At the rate
find by control space perma, find by with what you want to find. I want find with id value, I can give id value. So store that into one web element, click admin, click admin. Next, one more element. What that one more element you want to mouse over? We have to do mouse over for this, but we have to store locators kada. Next is user management. Click user management, user management. Next element is, we want to click again one more, users. Okay na? Click users. Next, after that, once you click on admin user management, if mouse over down to this, mouse over to this, and mouse over to users and click on users. As soon as you click on users, again we have to click on this add button to get that form. So again we need to go for click
add
user.
Click add button. After clicking add button, now we have to fill the form, and whichever fields, first employee name, no need to go with user role, don't worry, because by default it selects employee name, username, password, confirm password, save button. So store all this one by one. So what is that?
at the rate find by
Enter e name, employee name,
Username.
employee name, first employee name, look at that, first employee name, next username, enter username, next object, enter password, enter password, next element amma,
enter confirm
password, enter C password, and finally we want to click on save button kada, click save. So maintain objects ni understanding చేసుకుంటే మనకు ఈజీగా ఉంటుంది. So first let us define locators for all of them. So right click on admin, inspect element, be careful in selecting id value, this id value, copy this id value, this is for locating admin. Next, user, right click on user management, inspect element for that, what that id value, so and so, copy this id value and paste for identifying that user management. Next, mouse over and right click on users, inspect element, and this is for id value, copy that id value. Next, we want click on add button, yes or no? We want click on add button. So we give id for all of them, no restrictions, we can give id name, id is up to you, no problem. id value, this is for clicking add button. Next, after clicking add button, we get that form. What that form we get here? Employee name, first employee name, give employee name, locator employee name. Okay na? So what is that name? id we give, right? We give id, copy the id value. Developer gives something different, copy that id value. Next is for username, id is equal to ID లేకపోతే you can take name also, no problem. Or you can take XPath also, no restriction. This is for locating username. Next for password text box. Password text box. Where is that? ID is equal to password. Password text box. Next element is confirm password. ID is equal to so and so. Confirm password. Next, save button. ID is equal to btn save. So, okay, na? So these are the locators we identified. Now, if you want to test this, this is only for identifying purpose, all right? We're all only for identifying. Now we want to validate, means we have to write a method compulsory. So again, public void method name is verify user. How many arguments we should define, ma? Arguments, how many arguments we should give? We should enter employee name, username, password, confirm password. How many arguments we have to provide here? 4 arguments. Huh? 4 arguments. 1, 2, 3, 4. So to which elements we want to pass data? We have to define. All of them are string types. First, ename, employee name, comma. Next, string, username, comma. Username, comma. Next, string, password, password, comma. Next, string, 3 password. So what advantage we have? We are writing code, ma. We're writing code. Okay, what advantage you have? What do you find advantage with this writing py ante? If any modification happens in a user module, no need to worry. We can directly come to that respective page and we can modify it. Easy to modify or not? Easy to reuse kada. Reusability easy kada. We can anyone can reuse it kada. Easy to modify, easy to update your code, easy to reuse. We write only once and we can reuse it for keyword framework వాడుకోవచ్చు. We can use for data driven framework, we can use for hybrid framework. We written function libraries, do you remember? In keyword hybrid. దానికి మేము ఇవి రాసుకోండి, pym రాసుకోండి, no problem. We can write pym for that. No restrictions for anywhere we can reuse. No issue at all with this. Okay na? Now locate one by one. First we have to use actions, ma. We have to use actions. So we declare object, initiate that object here. If you want to access that methods, initiate that object. AC is equal to new action. Compulsory. Actions of WebDriver object is driver. Yes. Now I want to mouse over to admin kada. How to mouse over to admin? AC dot move to element. Do you remember that? Move to element. Which element you want to move? Click admin kada.
Admin.
Already we stored in what do you want? Dot perform. Mouse over jalante. It has to mouse over to admin. Then again mouse over to user management. Again mouse over to user and click that user. That's what you have to understand that way. So again, for my observation, let me ask tool to wait for few seconds. Thread dot sleep for about 3000 milliseconds. Now again mouse over to next object. AC dot move to element. Which element one? Click user management dot perform. Wait for 3 seconds. Next again, AC dot move to element.
Users.
AC dot move to element. Which element you want to move?
User.
Click users kada. Click users. What do you want? ఇక్కడ ఏం చేయాలి మనము? Click చేయాలి. Click dot perform. అప్పుడే మనకు it can go to that form. Again, after that, again we want click on add button or not to get that form. ఈ form రావాలంటే what we do? We have to click on add button compulsory. We have to click on add button. Yes or no? So again, AC dot move to element. Which element you want? We can move. Click add. Kada? Click add. What do you want? Dot click. Dot perform. Don't forget to use perform method. Otherwise, it can't perform. Now we get that form. Again, wait for 3 seconds. Now we get that user creation form. Now input the data. This keyword వాడుకో. This dot వాడుకో. No problem. This dot ename. Enter ename. Enter ename dot send keys. Okay na? What that argument we defined? ename.
Name.
Understanding all of you? This is వాడకపోయినా పర్లేదు. This వాడితే మనకి ఈజీగా we can show you, it can show you all the options for us. Enter username కదా,
Username.
username dot
Dot
send keys
Dot
and
send
Username.
again username,
username.
again this dot enter
Password.
enter password,
Password. Third one.
enter password
Password.
dot send keys
Send key.
password.
Send key.
Password.
Password.
Next this dot
This
enter
enter. C
confirm password
Confirm password.
dot send keys see password. These arguments should match what are arguments should define compulsory. And finally we want click on button kada, use this keyword, no problem. This dot click save dot click. Okay na, again wait for 3 seconds, no problem. Okay na, I don't want validate here. I'll validate in my test case while I'm doing it. I don't want validate anything. Just add your super class for this. Throwable. Like that, one by one module, we can maintain repository. This is repository, this is a method. That's what I told you, that this documentation also. What I told you here, second point, we can store all locators and respective methods in a separate class and call them from the test in which we have to use. We can reuse them, we can keep on calling. You can call, I can call, anybody can call. That advantage we have. Okay na, anybody can call. And last module what I'm writing is, I'm writing for logout. For every module write separate page. Application login and say here logout page.
Sir, any
No
QM
main.
repository should be written on the application layer, sir.
Modules, what are the modules you have? You have to write under application layer package only. Maintain under one package, all the classes, separate class you're writing under. Write under same package. Don't maintain different packages. Undadhu atla. Application layer meaning enduku ichadu ante application ante they are belonging to application kada, elements kada, అందుకని అప్లికేషన్ లేయర్ అని పిలుస్తున్నారు దాని పేరు. టెస్ట్ స్క్రిప్ట్ అనేది ఎగ్జిక్యూటబుల్ కోడ్ కాబట్టి we call it as టెస్ట్ స్క్రిప్ట్ అంతే. ఓకేనా. నౌ లాగౌట్ ఏం లేదు, జస్ట్ I want to mouse out admin, I want to log out. 2 elements we have to maintain. వీటికి యాక్షన్స్ వాడుకోవచ్చు కదా. కమాండ్ for that we have to declare object for web driver object is driver.
Actions.
Public actions kavala. Okay, actions control space for AC object. Okay na, public your constructor name should be like class name, logout page. So we don't have any arguments. Web driver object is driver. Okay na, override that web driver objects into that constructor. This constructor of this dot driver is equal to driver. అంటే whatever object you can, ఇక్కడ driver కావచ్చు, x కావచ్చు, y కావచ్చు, anything we can, whatever. And here also argument, what you define argument, that object. But I'm using driver. That's it. Don't confuse. Okay. It doesn't mean that we should have driver only. Objects are our choice kada. We can declare any object. But generally, most of the time we go on using driver. That's what. So how many locators we want to maintain for that? Rende manaki avasam. One admin, click on this and then click on logout. 2 locators we have to maintain. Okay na? At the rate find by control space bar. I want to locate with that ID. ID is equal to so and so. We'll maintain it and store it to web element immediately. Web element, all of you know what the purpose of web element now. If you store into web element, we can access number of methods kada. So what I say, click welcome. Okay na, and one more object is logout. I don't want with ID. I can go with link text because it's a hyperlink. Link text. Okay na? So click logout. Okay, na? We have to maintain perfectly. So now right click on this welcome. First inspect it, and ID is equal to ID. It has ID is equal to welcome, and link text logout. Right? Inspect it. Link name is logout. Logout. That's it. Okay, na? Now we have to write a method for this. Public void method name is verify logout. We don't have any arguments for this, kada? We don't have any arguments, kada? Come on. Actions chesko. AC is equal to new action. ఇప్పుడు మనకు కాన్సెప్ట్స్ ఏంటంటే ఎక్కడ కావాలంటే అక్కడ వాడుకోవచ్చు. ఓకే, నో రెస్ట్రిక్షన్స్. అట్లా మనము జనరల్ క్లాస్ లో వి లెర్న్ సపరేట్లీ టాపిక్ టు టాపిక్ కదా. రియల్ టైంలో ఎక్కడైనా యాక్షన్స్ కానీ ఎనీవేర్ వేర్ ఎవర్ పాసిబిలిటీస్ ఆర్ దేర్. జావా స్క్రిప్ట్ కూడా we can use even JavaScript also wherever it is required. We can keep on using also, no restrictions at all. Okay, and finally I got final classes. I got this many people. That's what I know. End of the classes people will miss, and that too important topics, frameworks classes and all that. Let them. We can't do anything kada. Yes, mouse over AC dot move to element. Which element amma? Click welcome dot click
welcome
dot click dot perform and wait for few seconds. Thread dot sleep, wait for 5000 milliseconds, no problem. Again AC dot move to element. Which element amma? Click logout dot click dot perform. Yes, I don't want any validation for this, so no problem. Add your super class. But ఎందుకు కన్స్ట్రక్టర్ రాసాం ఇక్కడ? Why we use constructor? Do you understand now? ఇక్కడ ఎందుకు వాడాల్సి వచ్చింది కన్స్ట్రక్టర్? యాక్షన్స్ వాడాం కదా. యాక్షన్స్ వాడావు. యాక్షన్స్ అనేది వెబ్ డ్రైవర్ ఆబ్జెక్ట్స్. సో వీ హ్యావ్ టు ఇనిషియేట్ దెమ్. అలా ఇనిషియేట్ కావాలన్నప్పుడు కన్స్ట్రక్టర్ ఉండాలి ఖచ్చితంగా. అదర్వైజ్ ఇట్ కాంట్ యాక్సెస్ మెథడ్స్. ఇట్ షోస్ బట్ డ్యూరింగ్ random it throws exceptions. అందుకనే కన్స్ట్రక్టర్ రాసుకుంటే we can initialize anywhere you want కదా. We're initializing this web driver objects into this class. That's it. Which object means action objects, web driver methods. Any web driver methods you want, we can access. Okay, all pages are ready. My pages are ready. అంట రాసుకోవచ్చు. We can keep on writing. Number of pages depends on the project you are using. Okay na? ఇప్పుడు I want to execute them. Execute them అనేది we can't write an src main java, especially in a maven కదా. ఎక్కడ రాసుకోవాలి అది? We have to write in src test. In this src test java, all of you create one package. దానికి ఒక ప్యాకేజ్ ఏమి ఇస్తారంటే ప్యాకేజ్ పేరు. Just give it that package name as base. Application layer. Give it our package name driver factory. Driver factory lo we have to maintain driver factory. Existing a driver factory. Okay, already existing. Already we have driver factory. Okay, in this driver factory any execute write it, no problem. Under driver factory create a Java class. అంటే ఇక్కడ మనం టెస్ట్ ఇంజిన్ క్లాస్ క్రియేట్ చేసుకుందాం. సో గివ్ దిస్ క్లాస్ నేమ్ యాజ్ టెస్ట్ స్క్రిప్ట్. టెస్ట్ స్క్రిప్ట్ చూడండి, మాక్సిమం కోడ్ విల్ అవాయిడ్. ఇక్కడ మాక్సిమం కోడ్ విల్ అవాయిడ్. సారీ, we don't want main method. So I'll use @ before test. Public void method name is setup కదా. Setup. ఇక్కడ we have to initiate web driver object, otherwise it can't. access that web driver methods. Web driver object is driver.
Drive.
Okay, na? So driver is equal to
New Chrome driver.
new Chrome driver.
Chrome drive.
Chrome driver.
Driver
And then
get
driver dot get method.
Get.
Okay. Next driver
driver
dot
manage
manage dot window dot maximize.
Mag.
And here before, see, if you want to verify user creation functionality, if you want to verify user creation functionality, login is precondition. We have to log into this application. Yes or no? Without login, we can't. So we need to write code for login now. No need to write a code. We have to call this class. Already we created page login page class. So now we are going to use space factory. Here, look at that. No need of writing that code. Okay. What is that? Login page. Some object is login is equal to page factory. Control space bar. Page factory. There's only one package. Don't import this package. Page factory dot initial elements of web driver. Because what I'll tell meaning. So of driver object is driver. Which class it is again? Login page. Login page dot
Login. Yeah.
So that, what does it mean? Then meaning and cheppand, what is that meaning? What you understood with that?
With the elements.
Then meaning entama. Meaning ఏంటంటే what are the locators, what are the methods we have in this login page class? Using this page factory, we're accessing them, all elements, whatever methods, and storing into which object? Login object. So అందులో మనము see maximum code avoiding login code. Before what we are doing, every day we are writing driver dot find element driver no login dot, directly call that method now, login dot. What that method written there? Verify login. So define your arguments, values for that. I want login with admin. My password is so and so. Add your superclass. See how much code we reduced here is important, right? So there's no point of no need of going with driver dot find element. That's the advantage we have with POM maximum. So this is precondition. Okay, fine. Now come to test case. So what is the test case here? At the rate test. Control space bar. Write a method for that. Public void. Method name is user
add user
creation. Okay. Add user kada. It's a method. Add user. Because method name ani same ఉండద్దు. Generally, if you don't have page class, లేదనుకోండి, suppose if you don't have this page class, ఇవన్నీ రాసుకోవాల్సి వచ్చేది కదా మనం ఈ స్క్రిప్ట్ లో. driver dot find element, waste of time. Simply call that class. See that, what is that class name? User creation page. Call that class. Access that class, user creation, one object, store that class into one variable, user is equal to page factory dot initial elements of driver object, driver, that class name again, same class name dot class. Maximum, లేదంటే we have to write all this kind of code here. Otherwise, any modification happens, do you want to modify the test script? Will you modify anything in test script? కాదు కదా. we'll directly go to respective page and we'll modify. Suppose suddenly developer added one new text box అనుకోండి. Suppose next version ki developer added one new text box in this user creation module. Come and add that locator. First add that locator, define that argument, and define that object here. So that we can call directly anywhere. So now call that method. Call that method. We have to send the argument. Right? User. User is holding all that class. User dot. And verify for everything. Verify user. Employee name. Here, see that all of you. When you're providing employee name, please don't send your own employee. Employee name should be existing. We are creating one user for employee. So ensure that some employee name you have to copy from your application. I mean, see if you type any one employee name, it shows some names here. Compulsory, we have to copy the exact name. Somebody created that name. Okay, employee name. We should not go with your own employee name. And we are creating one user for employee for my existing employee. So don't give your own employee name. That is very important, especially. Username, your choice. You can create your own username. I am creating my own username as Akhilesh34. Password should contain all special characters, lowercase, uppercase, please. Okay, na? Selenium @12345. Okay, should contain all uppercase, lowercase. That is password, and confirm password also should be the same. Okay, na? So when you add any exceptions there, compulsory we have to add that exceptions in your where you are calling that should be added here compulsory. Compulsory. Any validations you want to do here, do that validation. You are creating one employee, this employee. Suppose you are creating one username Akhilesh45 something. Password. Look at that URL. Before adding, after adding, see when I click on save button, everything is fine. The URL will change. So that URL, you get view, end up that URL, you get view system user. For example, if I get this URL, if my URL contains this view system user, my user creation is success. Validate that. How to validate? All of you know that. Store into one expected string expected is equal to copy this call method. Users. Also adding user, we get this message. Get that complete URL in runtime. String actual is equal to driver dot get current URL condition. Yeah. Verify the condition here. If actual dot contains expected, then what do you say? Reporter dot log. We can say user creation. Write a room message success, comma true. Else user creation is fail. I am checking with single data. I'll show multiple data also. We can do with multiple data also. Finally, at the rate after test public void method name is tear down. Okay, na? So what we say here, no ma. We have to call this logout aval kada. We have to call this page. First, we have to click on welcome logout aval kada. So call that page first. Logout page, logout is equal to page factory dot initial of elements of web driver. Again that page class dot class. Logout page dot class. Now call that method logout dot verify logout. Use your super class for this. After once it getting logged out, close that browser. Once it's getting louder, close that browser. Driver dot close.
But close.
For user creation, after clicking this, wait for more seconds. No problem. Wait for 5 seconds. No restrictions here. Okay. Okay. Now done. Everything is done. Go to your script. That's what. See, maximum code we got reduced. Look at that compared to previous class. So that maximum code got reduced. So specify your UI. That is how the way we can design POM anamata. POM is for every page into one module. Meaning one page. Separate them. Separate every page under one package and write them under your driver script. Now I don't know. Let me check it out. Right click to mouse. Run as test-ng test. Let me check it out. If I define right locators in that, if any locator issues, where you modify ma?
In application layer.
Here in the Maven project, okay. Oh, this is not your project, I think. Somebody's project, I think, right? It's not your script, I think. Maven, your project is
No,
6
it is
o'clock,
like
Maven.
Maven.
I'll move that. I'll move into that. Don't worry. I written in some other batch. No problem. Right click this mouse. Copy this. Paste your SRC. You make confused again. Go to your driver factory in SRC test Java kada. SRC test Java driver factory. Copy the test script only. Test script. Copy this test script. Here SRC test Java lo. If you don't have driver script package, create that package. You can create it. Driver factory. Driver factory. In that package, copy that class and paste it. Driver factory package. Okay, na? So let us not worry about all this. If you want to close all at a time, right click to mouse, close all and close it. Don't worry about this. Open here, test the script. This class, okay? Right click to mouse, run as test-ng test. Suppose I want to check my user functionality. What happened? In pom.xml, what version of test-ng we added? 6.14.3 only.
So did you update the project? Did you update the project?
No. Language object V. Remote web driver. It's talking about test-ng, test-ng issues. The version issue maybe the version issue.
So it is a Maven project.
Oh, that's not a problem. I'm updating Maven project. Yeah, we can run via, if you want run via Maven, we have to make it as app test. It won't allow test script. I told you one logic. What I told you, we can convert them into XML file. We have to convert them into XML if you want run via Maven. But I'm running via test. It's talking about test-ng issue. MVN repository.com. Go to test-ng. Let's see. This version is not supporting maybe 6 point. What we added? 6.14.3. Yeah. Let me add 6.14.2. 6.14.2. 14.2. Update immediately. Save it. Right click to mouse. Maven update project, course update, click on. Okay, now let me check it out. After yesterday, it's working fine, right? Array. No such method error. Add listener. Any unnecessary import we imported here? Check it out. All are testing related only, right? Let me check here. Let's see what happened. Traffic test, Java, driver factory, test script. Let me run via this project. It's also throwing the same problem. It is working here. So if any issues in the locators, see, we have to go and modify them in page classes, not the test script. Everything, see, login is working fine. Now mouse over to admin. Is that mouse? Is that mouse over to admin? Next, mouse over to user management. Next, mouse over to users and click that users. Doing that. See, now mouse over to add and click on add. Done. Doing that. Now fill the form. Whatever you give, it's checking that. It will validate your URL. See that. It's not able to click on save button. Look at that, not clicking save button, directly logging out. It will fail, obviously. It will fail. We know that. User creation will fail. Why? Because that user is not able to click on. Why? Because not able to click on. You go and see user creation page. Open that user creation page. Have written for the save.
Dot click, maybe dot perform.
Dot
No,
actions కాదు కదమ్మా ఇది.
no, sir.
It's not action. If you want to do it, no problem. You can do it with action. After entering password, 2 times written click action here. No, right? Does it has ID value? Right click to mouse, inspect element. ID is available. Let us take name locator. Instead of ID, let us take as name. Name is equal to clicking. Let me do actions for this. No problem. AC dot move to
element.
Move to element. Which
Click
element ma?
save.
Click save.
Click save. Dot.
Dot
Click.
click
Dot.
dot perform. Compulsory to accept that. Okay. So why this test script is not working in our Maven 6 o'clock Maven? No such method error. Arg dot testng dot test runner dot add listener. Add listener. Add listener. Why add listener? What is wrong? Add listener. Let me add library, test in the library. Check it out. Library adjustment. Let's see library. In Maven project also we can add library. Same as how you add in your test engine. Java project. Library would add. Let's see. Maybe that library, test in the library is creating problem. Maybe. Let's see. That library is creating problem. That's also working. Here also, okay, let's see. It's going to click on that save button or not. Like that, POM అనేది we can go on writing. Go ahead and take Primus Bank and write yourself for modules, branch creation, branch modules kada. You can go and create them. No problem. Click on add. But every time, say when you run second time, I think we have to change that username. It says already username existing. I think. Okay, but it's not able to.
We can run any number of modules and we can call them into the test script.
Yes, ma.
Yeah.
Yes. Why it is not clicking that add button? Huh? Why it is not able to click add button? Go to your page class. What is that? User creation page. Open that class. Why it is unable to click on save button? Let's see now. Run this again. If you want run this via Maven, what you do, guys?
From POM, right click, Maven test.
But it won't execute it, ma. App test
We have to
kada, I
change
told
it to
you.
app test, or we can change it to XML.
Already XML file is మన దగ్గర. Already have XML file kada. Already have XML file or not?
Yes, sir.
So you can go and add this class. You can add that. You can configure
Yes,
this
sir.
class to XML. Testng.xml. Man, yesterday only we created kada.
Yes, sir.
We can go and add it. N number of classes we can add. No restrictions at all. Now I'm asking to click on save. Now it's clicking save.
Clicking.
No, it has not clicked on save.
But it is going, no sir, it is mouse over. Action is going, mouse over.
Action fill. Action?
Action అవుతుంది, mouse over అవుతుంది కానీ క్లిక్ చేయట్లేదు సార్ అక్కడ.
No, it has to click that button kadamma. Enter password. Look at here. ID is equal to BT and save. Locator, any problem? Let us see the reports and see confirm as. It is not talking about anything locator kada. Not locating and chapatla. It's not telling anything about that. It's not able to click that. Getting fast. User creation failed. It's not clicking that button. Enter password, confirm password. You should do that. Why? What is wrong with that? Path. Okay, to text path. Is it not? Is this time is not sufficient to wait? Wait for more seconds. What is that? Everything is fine, but it's unable to click that button. Inputting, but what is wrong with that plan? Why it is not clicking here? Any two buttons reflecting? We wait for more seconds there. Now it's able to click, right? Now it's clicking. Now that user is added. Hence duplication of elements in account, so be careful with that. Now user creation is success, right? That way we can verify. Okay, like that we can use. This is one way of using POMR. And Tuesday, coming Tuesday, as I told yesterday, as I'm going on occasion of Dasara. Tuesday, I'll be discussing synchronization concept and data provider and cross browser testing, and then I'll start Cucumber and we'll finalize. Okay, ma? Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday we'll complete here. Don't worry. Next Thursday will be the final class for us. Wednesday. Okay, na? Meanwhile, complete all the process what we did so far, all of you. Okay, na? All of you. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So again, we'll meet on Tuesday. So advance wishes to Dasara to all of you.
Happy Dasara to you
Celebrate.
too, sir.
Celebrate.
Happy
Yeah,
Dasara.
come back.
Yeah.
Yeah, come back happily again. Okay, na?
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Bye bye. See you tomorrow.